Nidesh Corcoran from Rabbit Rabbit for video number 2 of our series on keeping motivation and going through your transformation. Again, these videos are intended to be little tiny tidbits that you can actually use and leverage in your everyday life, and hopefully they help with your transformation and your journey. The topic we're going to cover today is how do you stop a bad habit? This is an interesting one because the first thing you need to do is actually well beyond the stopping itself, but it's the word bad. The first step is to define why do you feel that that thing you're trying to not do anymore is bad. Now, people will say, well, drinking pop is bad. I want to stop drinking pop. So it's a bad habit. Understood. But you need to know, why do you feel it's bad? So yes, society in general tells you you should probably not drink pop. But why do you feel it's bad? So ask yourself that question as many times as you need to get to a point where you really believe that it's bad. Not because somebody else told you that it was, but because you actually believe that. If you want to stop something, you truly have to be aware that it's bad, or that it's bad for you, because that's another thing too. Maybe it's not bad for the second person next to you. We'll talk about that in a different video. But for you, why is it bad for you? Why is it bad in your life? And if you don't believe that it's bad for you or bad in your life, I can guarantee you that you're never going to move to the next step, which is actually stopping that habit. So that's step one. So the tidbit for today is, when you decide you want to stop a bad habit, try to think of that word bad and why do you think it's bad. So then you'll generate what I like to call awareness around that issue or around that thing that you're trying to change in your life. But the second thing you're going to want to do after that, so let's talk about the actual stopping now. The second thing you want to do is why do you want to stop it? Do you actually truly believe that it's that bad that it warrants an effort on your part? A lot of people will say, well, I want to stop smoking, but I can't. I can guarantee you that in all circumstances, if you really wanted to stop something, you would. And people will say, well, Nadesh, that's not true. I actually want to stop smoking, let's say, or I want to stop drinking pop. The reality is nobody's taking that pop, putting it in your mouth and force feeding you that pop. So if you keep drinking it, it's deep down you really don't want to stop drinking it. So not only maybe are you lacking a little bit of belief that it actually is bad for you, then it's actually hindering your life in any way, shape, or form that is tangible. But the second thing is that you probably lack a little bit of that desire to actually stop. So those two components together play off of each other, and you can't get the desire to stop something until you really are aware that it's bad for you and really truly believe that. So in general, I would say it's a lot of self-questioning, and it sounds so simple because people will say, well, I know it's bad, so why am I thinking about this? No, put some deep thought into it, because maybe you've heard that it was bad, but how is it bad for you? Is it actually bad for you? Do you really want to stop? And the day that you will want to stop and you will truly feel that it's the thing to do for you, the changes will come. The changes will come, and it will be all of a matter of repetition and a matter of reminding yourself. So a little bit like I've talked about in motivation in my video number 1, this is a little bit the same thing. Find out that thing that's going to trigger you to really want to stop the habit. So just to summarize a little bit, how are you going to stop a bad habit? A, think about it long and hard to really think, am I actually thinking this is bad for me? And if I don't truly believe that it's bad for me, how am I going to get enough information to myself to either see that it's bad or to decide that maybe I don't want to do that change at all? Secondly, once you've decided, yes, this is bad for me and I actually want to change that in my life, you're going to want to say why. Why do you want to stop that? These two elements are going to play off of each other. Don't skip. Don't try to find the why before you have the actual acknowledgement that this element is bad for you. Hopefully this is useful. Again, this is Nadesh from Rabbit Rabbit. I look forward to talking to you guys again.